So Leon Bailey and Oli Watkins doing the job for Aston Villa. Very hard pill for Arsenal fans to swallow. Coach, take us to the board.
Just before I go to the ball, let me borrow the frame of the commentator. He said what? Villa has done a real job on Arsenal. Horrible echoes from last season. Look, as we go through the tactical board, you realize that I think the two Arsenal goals were partly to be blamed on their two trusted centre-backs. Because I've looked at this over and over again and again and again. So I'll roll it. Once it rolled for the first time, there's a drone shot that will point out every problem I want to highlight. So we are going. If you look at this, the two centre-backs were sleeping on the job, and then they got paid. Okay, so beautiful. Let me stop it here. Now, if you look at this, at this moment, there was absolutely no danger. Arsenal had numbers. In fact, they had all their outfield players behind the ball. Because look at where the ball is. This is where the ball is. So every Arsenal player there is active. That is the way we describe them. They were all there, so they could see exactly what Villa was all about. So when you roll this a bit and it goes, let me pause it here. At this stage, there were active and inactive Arsenal players. Good. These were the active Arsenal players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I think Martinelli. He was very active. I've included Martinelli because of the goal scorer. Because of the goal scorer.
He's supposed to have been keeping an eye on him.
This is the goal scorer, Leo Bailey. At this stage, look at Martinelli. He was looking, and he could clearly see that. Look at his leg. This should have been his movement. That he slept on the job. Maybe, per the numbers he saw in the box, he was 100% sure that the defenders were going to block the cross from not coming across the line. So he relaxed. Now, once you relax and your defenders don't make the block, then you are in big trouble. At this stage, too, the three Arsenal centre-backs had two Villa strikers in between the three of them. And the most active player here, I think this is Zinchenko, or Tomiyasu.
It was Declan Rice.
That was Declan Rice, yes. This is the most active Arsenal player. I just used the arrow to point him or to more or less push him out of the way. He, together with the goalkeeper, these two should be communicating to Saliba and who? Gabriel. Now look, behind the two of you, there are two attackers. Because if you look at where the ball is at this moment, Arsenal had enough numbers there to deal with the situation. That didn't happen. Now once Villa then went through, you pause it here again. Even at this stage, look at Saliba, Gabriel, and Declan Rice. They still did not understand where they were. At this stage, Martinelli now, who should have been looking at Leon Bailey, have his eyes on the ball. And he's forgotten about the young man here. He's forgotten about this man here.
Look at the space. Look at the amount of space he has.
At times, it is very difficult. But at this level, some form of communication will have to go. We have to play in order for us to get it right. And again, the three Arsenal defenders here, the three Arsenal guys here, still, they all have their eyes on the ball, not looking. And I'm saying that Declan Rice here was the most important defender together with the goalkeeper. They should be telling Saliba and Gabriela, look, Oli Watkins and his strike partner are right behind you. And look, if you watch the movement of Oli Watkins, you see, he checked. Let's go. Okay, to move. Why is it not going?
I think you should press it harder. Yeah.
Okay. Then look at Odegaard, Martinelli. He slept on the job. Here, we give you a perfect view. They didn't block the ball. Look at where Leon Bailey came from.
They all seem very uncertain.
Very uncertain as to who to deal with the situation. And that, in my view, the goalkeeper, the two centre-back, and Martinelli in particular, he had, you see, from the beginning of the move, he had Leon Bailey. He looked at the situation, he saw Leon Bailey, then once the ball, then he decided not, he's completely inactive. But no one, he was Villa's most active player. And as a result, the ball ended up in the back of the net. Now look at the second goal. I understand perfectly what Arsenal tried to do at this stage of the game. They were
were
losing
chasing
the
the
game.
game.
4 minutes. It's a game they had to win. So they needed to throw men forward. But watch what happened from the start. Unfortunately, that was the giveaway from Jorginho. Let it roll, and then I'll point it out. The problem here is that how on earth was Smith Rowe the last man? Now, pause, beautiful. These are the two Arsenal centre-back. These are the two. This is Saliba and his man. They were bumping into each other. They were bumping into each other. And look at Oli Watkins. How do you leave? How do you leave Villa's most prolific striker all alone by himself in his own half? Now, one Jorginho forced the ball through and he couldn't get the pass right. Who did the ball go to? Yuri Tillman. He's a very good technical player. And technically, he will pick the pass. And that was exactly what he did. So, Jorginho, unnecessary pass there. And Oli Watkins. Look at the starting position, Oli Watkins. He's through on goal. Who is that? Smith Rowe. He holds him up all day.
That's such a brilliant finish.
No contest. And look, the man has shown that he needs to be on the plane to Germany. Oli Watkins deserves his position in that England team that goes to Germany. Because look, this is what you need. Do you know why I'm happy? I'm happy for Unai Emery. I know the Arsenal supporters may not like what I'm saying, but let's call a spade a spade. I think, I've always said this, that Arsenal were not fair to him. They didn't give him enough time like they gave Mikel Arteta. They didn't back him like they backed Arteta. If they had backed him, I think we would have done it. Because at the very first time of asking, he got them to the final of the Europa Cup. The next season, the players he wanted, they didn't give to him. And then when the season didn't go well, they sacked him. But this is an icing on the cake. This is a proper way to pay back those people who didn't support him. And I'm happy for the goalkeeper too. Martinez. You remember? I also believe that he left Arsenal at the time where he should have been given the chance to prove that
He was
he's an
number
equally number one, very good goalkeeper.
Well,